Let's see. How are we looking and sounding today? Just let me check. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. Good now, just to pull up the chat and then we'll be back for more. Wolfenstein, the new order. Probably a fairly short stream today because I'm tired as all hell. Had to work before doing this and also didn't get to sleep too much, so yeah. I'm probably not going. It's probably not going to be like a 6-hour stream at this point, but you know, I hope you guys still have a good time. Okay, I've got no fucking clue how this shit works. Like, I remember there being a bunch of, you know, like notes strewn about, but during all these weird, during all the levels, there's like equations and shit scrawled on the wall. But I've got no clue what the hell they actually, mean. And I haven't found any audio logs either. Oh man. I'm such an unobservant player. Well, maybe we'll find some stuff as we have a look around the Treehouse circle. Since last time we kind of lost World War II, woke up in the 1960s and murdered a bunch of Nazis to free some old friends and run into even more old friends.
Why don't you sit with me, Miss Anya? Listen in, out of London, make a note of the time and write down as much as you can. Here is pen and paper.
Can I use your typewriter?
You know how to type.
Yes. My parents thought I should learn.
For you to take dictation, prescriptions and such.
Not really. It was useful during my time at the University of London for my doctorate in archaeology. Then the Blitz came and I had to go back home. I was only 16.
Well, Doctor, please assist me in figuring out what these damn Nazis are up to.
Oh, so Dr. Oliver, at 16,
You can find Klaus on the second floor. He should have the folder for Project Whisper.
I mean, honestly, I'm not sure when, like, the Blitz came, which was in 1940, 1941, if like at that point it would have been a good idea to go back into occupied Poland. But, hey, I guess maybe the timelines are slightly different. What do I know? And also, I guess, you know, Anya's kind of pretty tough, so who knows. Anyways, what have you been up to, Caroline? It's been a while since we saw you last. In fact, it's been like, honestly, most people haven't even played the game we saw you in last, and they can't play it today because of some copyright issues or something. Which, I mean, it seems very funny to me that they decided to bring her back, because like, even as someone who actually did play the 2009 Wolfenstein, you know, Caroline isn't exactly the most memorable character. Okay, I guess she's only silently reminding us of our task. Again, we have to go back with like the folder. Ah. La dernière lueur en Angleterre. Last light in England. Oh dear, now I gotta do an atrocious French accent in addition to all the other bad accents I'm doing. Paris, September 17, 1951. The stalwart resistance of the brave people of London has been quelled, claim sources inside London. After the August uprising, which had seemed like a turning point for the resistance fighters, the German tyrants unleashed their latest machine of oppression, a monstrous thing called the London Monitor. Eyewitness reports describe the fight as a massacre with the cobblestone streets drenched in the blood of the brave resistance fighters, crushed or gunned down by the giant machine. German elite combat units then proceeded to move back from block to block, systematically taking out the last remnants of freedom fighters. Huh. Interesting. Not really. I mean, there's like several interesting aspects. I mean that I guess there's been some sort of sizable and enduring German resistance, English resistance, but all in 1951 you could still like you could kind of write anti-Nazi articles in Paris. Wonder what the background behind that is, because Europe, okay. Because like it looks kind of like you know, Paris should obviously be under Nazi control, or at least some sort of puppet government. Yeah. Since obviously in actual World War II, the one the Nazis didn't win, Paris was like, obviously France got conquered, so yeah, who knows. But I guess that kind of raises the question how like, you know, like how different countries are sort of handled. If there's like, obviously the Nazis have some form of control over the entire world at this point, at least nominally. But you know, if there's like some sort of supposedly neutral or independent governments that are, you know, sort of like Vichy France, or you know, all the Japanese puppet regimes during like again during actual World War II, or you know how like maybe there's some sort of more liberal, I guess, countries, like you know how Finland used to be during the Tsar times of the Tsar. Like Finland was controlled by the Tsar, but during the Russian Revolution, lots of dissidents still fled there because it like while it did have the same head of state as Russia, like there was some sort of, the government itself was sort of separate, but and slightly more forgiving. Yeah, and I mean, this map kind of indicates that, you know, this part is like colored in, this part is all colored in the same color, but like in Russia, or I guess I don't know, is it, I think it's the Asian part of Russia and Scandinavia and Turkey? Oh dear. Now, Sicily and so on, Corsica, they are all like colored differently, so I wonder if they're like vaguely independent. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out later. And yeah, there's Frau Engel, there's the old Death Head himself, and I wonder what all these other guys on these photos are. Anyways, I guess we are going to learn some more about the world. Triumph in the East, Berlin, April 4th, 1947. It was a devastating defeat for the Red Army when the German flag was raised on the western side of the river Volga this morning. In a statement to our reporter on site, Field Marshal Friedrich Ritter said that the victory is not only thanks to our hardworking and dedicated troops, but also the result of a new weapon that was deployed for the first time in battle. The Panzerhund is a mechanical, autonomous beast of war that cannot feel fear and cannot feel remorse. It is the purest form of killing machine, and it will tear the Russians apart, limb by limb. I see, so I guess the Soviets did hold out a bit longer than... Well, I guess the war didn't end immediately after the assault on Death Head's fortress. Stuff still went on for a while. The Red Surrender. Moscow, December 12th, 1946. The cold Russian winter bites hard, but one could not tell looking at the rosy smiling faces of the victorious German army and the liberated Russian people. The last battle against the Red Army took place in Izhevsk, following their months-long campaign to seize the Russian capital. A campaign which, after numerous setbacks and hundreds of civilian casualties, caused the Russian people to this nightly bomb raids by the German Air Force on the Red Army's military factories in the Ural region. It was merely a matter of time before the Russian forces would start to lose their morale. The murderous tyrant Joseph Stalin is yet to be found, but there are rumors circulating that he may have been assassinated by his own men. Interesting. I mean, that's in December 46 and this is April 47, so seems like they kind of were a bit premature in declaring victory, but who knows. Royal Air Force, down but not out. Liverpool, June 25th, 1945. The Royal Air Force suffered a major defeat yesterday at the Battle over Sorry, I can't do a British accent. I feel like I didn't do an extremely terrible job during the Old Blood, but I've kind of forgotten how to do it. Still, I will endeavor, endeavor to do it again. Though major losses were reported, on both sides. What the fuck is my voice doing? The RAF were forced to retreat after losing more than 2/3 of their fighters. But even when faced with overwhelming odds, our brave boys in the sky continued to fight for king and country. This fighting spirit may be what constitutes the very essence of Englishness. As Englishmen, we fight until the very end, said a corner shop owner trying to put out a fire raging inside St. Luke's Church. And I'll be damned if I will let some Jerry come here and tell us what to do. Was this man channeling the spirit of RAF pilot Jameson? Jameson, who was shot down above Liverpool yesterday, burst out of his burning wreckage, his body on fire and armed only with a pistol, and killed 4 German paratroopers before finally succumbing himself. Even as the enemy stands at our doorstep, the RAF will go to hell and back to kick him out of England. Jolly good, boys. Well, it's like always a great sign if you have inspiring stories about how people on fire still continue fighting. Like, the kind of stories you really want to hear is about how the other guys are on fire and also giving up. Not really. Well, you know. Regime crosses the Atlantic. Vancouver, January 3rd, 1947. Earlier this week, a German submarine was sunk in the Cabo Strait just a few miles off the coast of Cape North. Today, hundreds of ships crossed the Atlantic and the first German troops set foot upon Canadian soil. Now is the time to be brave, said the Prime Minister in an emergency radio broadcast. It's now or never. Our boys at the front line need your support to defend our homeland, to defend our freedom. Oh dear. Victory in Asia. Berlin, July 8, 1948. Early Monday morning, a special assault team launched an attack on the last stronghold of the People's Liberation Army. Within hours, the Republic of China surrendered unconditionally. Expert commented that the Japanese government now have no choice but to give up their territorial claims in Asia. Sources close to Field Marshal claims that a plan is being drawn up for both China and Japan, which will transition the two countries into sovereign states with separate governments and military. These states will, of course, be supremely governed by the superior German Empire. I guess this kind of answers our question how, like, some of these how some of this stuff works. So I guess the area that's colored in is like actual Germany, maybe, like, or whatever. This, I guess, Germania, they call it now, and like the other parts are like puppet governments. Who knows? Anyways,
leave me alone, all right? I don't know you, and I'm not looking to make friends.
Oh dear. I'm thinking he's kind of pissed off about my British accent. Extra prisoners escape Eisenwald. Oh, wow, somebody was quick. Berlin, October 13, 1960. Early morning, a small group of prisoners escaped from Eisenwald prison. The prisoners were described by the police as highly dangerous murderers, rapists, and degenerates. They advised the public to stay alert for people displaying deviant behavior and report anything that may help them track down these individuals. Okay. Yeah. Swedish accent, no fucking idea. Moscow in flames? Stockholm, March 16, 1945. The Red Army were forced to retreat last night from Moscow engulfed by flames following a week-long German bomb raid. What? The barrage of mortar fire heard throughout the night and well into early Thursday morning seems to have obliterated what was left of the inner parts of the city. As of yet, there has been no word on the whereabouts of either Joseph Stalin or his high command.
Are you deaf? I'm busy. Fuck off.
Sure.
Gee. Thank you, BJ. Anyways, finally, the British tyranny comes to an end. London, June 21, 1948. As if blessed by the sun, the German flag hung high this morning over Buckingham Palace to mark the end of a tyrannical monarchy which has plagued the English people for centuries. Well, I mean, you know, maybe not everything is terrible in this future. Field Marshal Gerolf Feigenbaum led the British invasion, cautions that armed resistance is to be expected, but the majority of the British people will soon realize how they have been fooled by the British government's warmongering leaders. Following the surrender, the whole of the Commonwealth now falls under German rule and the remaining down. I see.
I need that folder, Captain. See if you can find it in Project Whisper. Talk to Klaus.
Jesus Christ, even the game itself is like begging me to stop doing the accents. Hey there, buddy. You've got anything? Any personal notes I can, you know, rummage through? Nope. Well, let me see. How do the kids nowadays talk? Yeah. Keep doing that groove you had, cat. Ooh.
Well-maintained workbench. Don't think Guitar Boy would mind if I borrow it.
What? Ah! Ah, okay, so I was kind of wondering what that was going to do, but I guess now I've got like can overcharge my armor a little bit, which not isn't like insanely useful, but still nice to have. And you know, no. I not sure how well you can recognize that on stream, but those are some very flat forks, which, you know, honestly I wouldn't find as funny if like the rest of the game's graphics weren't like very detailed and about but you know, seeing like just these textures, it kind of cheers me up. Anyways. Although I guess now that I look around, kind of a lot of stuff is textures only in here that you can, or at least I'd kind of expect to be, you know, properly modeled. But, you know, maybe I'm just noticing it now because I'm spending my entire time not really advancing the game, but instead just looking at the environment. Huh. But you know, there's a lot to look at here. Like, I wonder if like these are like actual artworks or something, you know, like that weren't created specifically for the game. because they do kind of look like stuff the Nazis would want to burn, so it kind of makes sense to have them show up in, you know, the Resistance HQ.
Max, ich suche schon die ganze Zeit nach dem Hammer. Hast du ihn gesehen?
McDoss.
Guten Tag.
Ja?
You know about before going off on you like that. It's a force of habit.
No worries, Johnny Cowboy. It's not the first time it happens.
Yeah, perhaps you should consider removing them tattoos.
I will, in time. I was, as you Americans say, all wet when I got them. And I'm sorry to say it was a very proud moment of my life. I want removing them to be an even prouder moment. No more Nazis, no more tattoos.
So long as you don't get in the way of me killing Nazis, we'll see eye to eye. Caroline's looking for a document folder, Project Whisper.
Max doesn't speak English very well, but he does know Project Whisper. It's a risky business operation. He knows it will cost us to pull it out. Max doesn't like violence. He doesn't want to see anyone get hurt. Alles in Ordnung, mein Sohn. Wir werden für dich kämpfen.
Caroline said you borrowed the folder. Do you have it here?
I did take it 2 days ago, but I put it back. Go to the ground floor. The folder should be in the drawer in a desk in her room, where I left it.
Well,
Make a looky-loo in Caroline's room. The folder should be inside a desk.
sorry about that, Max.
Must be Max's room. Max hiding in there? Is that the Project Whisper folder? Either leave a crowbar or find a way around.
Well, honestly, probably we should look in Caroline's room first before we go ahead and vandalizing poor Max's, you know, stuff. Who's in here? Who looks plant-like? Yes, we can back them up. Well, I guess this game was made when Obama was still president, so the whole yes we can thing seemed appropriate, who knows? Yeah. But still, not sure who's in here. Maybe... Yeah, well, maybe we can squeeze back. Yeah, there's some stuff back here, actually. Yeah. But how do we get there? And I'm guessing that's like previous other members of the Treehouse Circle, ones that went before. Anyone we recognize here? Doesn't really look like it. I don't know. I guess they're pretty low res, but maybe it's like developers or something. You know, if I was like game studio, I'd be putting myself on here. Ooh. Case. somebody's Christian. And he's listening to... Oh, they are listening to the Käfer's new smash album, Das blaue U-Boot. Mond, ja. What a bop. Oh. I don't know, I feel like they could work on their rhymes a little more. I mean, I guess the text, like the text blurb, makes it kind of seem like they're sort of subversive, but just imagine it, Nazi Ringo. Now there's something that's going to keep myself up at night. Anyways, yeah. Ooh, more. Oh, guys, like, if any of you watching this don't like lore dumps, well, you're in for a bad time, and I guess that's sort of, yeah. Okay, so I guess that kind of answers my question, whose rooms these were. So, well, it doesn't really, but I assume that means that who lived in there probably doesn't do so anymore. Anyways, Japan pushed back. Another threat appears. Chongqing, March 7, 1948. It was a proud moment for the Republic of China and the People's Liberation Army as the Japanese were pushed back into the Hubei province. Yet from the north, another dark menace approaches at a swift pace. The German army has overthrown the brave Russian Empire and is now moving towards China. During a rousing speech earlier today, the chairman spoke of his faith in the Chinese people. A unified China cannot be defeated, he said. A unified China cannot be conquered. A unified China will never surrender. I wonder. I mean, it talks about the German army overthrowing the Russian Empire, so... Which... I'm kind of trying to work out the timeline in my head. Well, first of all, it seems like Mao... Well... It seems like in this timeline, Mao gained control of China a bit earlier than he did historically, and I guess the Chinese Civil War didn't happen since he's head of state of the Republic of China, not the People's Republic of China. So something that might mean something, but yeah, the thing about the Russian Empire. So we're like. The text downstairs implied that the Soviet Union collapsed in 1946, but now it kind of talks about how the Germans defeated the Russian Empire, and it makes it sound like they did so recently. So, did the Tsars come back for like 5 seconds and then get their asses kicked? Huh. Anyways, I keep asking questions that probably the game won't actually answer because they're very, don't really have anything to do. But I do like kind of thinking about these things, and I sort of prefer if like they don't spell out everything. Washington, December 24, 1948. Speaking to the American people in falling snow on Christmas Eve, the President of the United States declared the government's total surrender to the German army. The announcement comes just days after the atomic bomb was dropped on New York. This final act of violence may have saved millions of lives that would have resulted from a land... This final act of violence may have saved millions of lives that would have resulted from a land invasion of America, said the German leader in a press statement following the announcement. I applaud the president for taking such a brave decision. After the president's speech, a spectacular show was put on by the invading troops, parading down the streets of Washington to the roaring sound of German jet fighters passing by overhead. More spectacular were the massive mechanical beasts known as Panzerhunden or armored dogs hiking over the crowds. Crowds, not crowds. Well, I guess both. And what is this? Paris, December 21st, 1948. The largest bomb ever invented was dropped 13 hours ago on New York City, largely decimating Manhattan and killing over 200,000 people. It is an atomic bomb, said our great leader in a radio broadcast speech to the public. 20,000 times more powerful than the biggest bomb ever created. But more than a bomb, this is a warning to the American people. Okay, so I guess... interesting. Now they are talking about our great leader. Which, implies that France is under Nazi, like, directly under Hitler. We've got ourselves a crowbar, so we can vandalize Max's room if we'd wanted to. And thanks, Thibault. America rises from the ashes. The American spirit rises in the cloud that was produced by Germany's evil atom bomb when it hit New York. Sales of freedom fighters have assembled across the country and are taking up arms. Through targeted attacks on German VIPs and bombings of crucial military installations, the American resistance is making it very difficult for the invaders to remain in control. Reports claim the German invaders have become so desperate they are shipping elite anti-rebel units from China to prevent the insurrection from spreading. Eyewitness accounts also describe mass executions of civilians as punishment for attacks performed by the freedom fighters. Okay, so I guess there's I guess there's like at least still like there's official newspapers and unofficial newspapers in France. The liberation of America has begun. Washington, January 7, 1949. The Honorable... Oh. Well, I guess maybe they still... whoever wrote this still has a very thick American accent. The Honorable German peace troops embarked on a nationwide victory tour this week. The goal of this operation is to liberate the oppressed American people and to protect them from dangerous insurgent elements. All remaining American military personnel are advised to stand down and report to the nearest German checkpoint. Once there, they will be issued a labor card assigning them to work on rebuilding the country according to the superior cultural standards of the new regime. Oh dear, now there's Italian accents even too. Oh, editorial. Germany has betrayed us. Rome, October 13, 1949. And so we must face the bitter truth. We, the bad Italian people, have been fooled into thinking that a northern ally would be our... Okay, sorry, I'm just going to stop doing the accent for that one. Even though I've got my limits of cartoonishly racist accents. Yeah. That our northern ally would be our country's salvation and a collaborator in rebuilding Italy to its former glory. Reports from the north are coming in, describing German tanks and infantry turning against soldiers and attacking our own people. Witnesses describe horrible scenes of whole villages burned and plundered. We are now just days away from complete invasion, and our weak government is incapable of doing anything about it. I advise all Italians not to surrender. Do not bow down to the will of the invaders. Rise and take up arms. Do whatever you can to fight back the tyranny. Rise for freedom. Well... Look, man. I mean, obviously the Nazis are kind of bad, but... You can't, like, make me feel too bad about fascist Italy. Aha! Shanghai, October 25th, 1953. Thanks to the ingenuity of German engineers, the Great Wall of China has been reinforced and upgraded by our benevolent German liberators. Hundreds of powerful automatic flag cannons have been installed along the wall, guarding the airspace from any potential invaders from the Mongolian territories. Lead German troops have also been stationed from one end to the other to guard the border. This is a great act of generosity bestowed by our benevolent liberators, symbolically marking the beginning of a new era of peace in Asia. And not quite sure what the hell that photo is showing. America loses naval supremacy. Achso, sorry. America loses naval supremacy. Tokyo, August 20, 1946, although you can kind of see that in the newspaper. On the left it says 1947. The Americans are on their knees, Field Marshal Franz Gustav Byers told the Reuters reporters during today's press conference. The superior German submarine fleet, accompanied by its loyal Japanese allies, helped Germany achieve a major victory in the Pacific, with more than half of the American fleet destroyed at the Battle of Leyte Gulf alone. Later. I see. Editorial: Is the terror threat over? Berlin, October 13, 1960. A strange feeling of serenity comes over me as I walk my morning promenade along Unter den Linden. At first, I struggle to understand what this feeling comes from and why I haven't felt it for so long. And then it hits me. For the last 6 months, there has been no terrorist activity, no ruthless killing sprees against innocent civilians, no car bombs in peaceful neighborhoods, no suicide attacks on public transport. Has the secret police, once and for all, won the war against terrorism? Yeah. And let's read about the mold. Mold infestation in Berlin. London, May 15, 1953. It's fair to say there's some sort of poetic justice in this. Reports from our resistance friends in Berlin suggest that a new type of mold spore has started infesting structures made out of the super concrete used by the regime. It has started festering in the massive underground ventilation system and is spreading throughout the city. Friends of the resistance, this could be a major advantage for us. The mold seems to corrode the stability of the concrete, making it easier to destroy structures that are important to the regime in Berlin. Okay, guys. I mean, I don't want to raise any false hopes, but I think maybe we're done with all the law dumps for now.
Oh, it's so good to be home, Captain.
Yeah.
I think I might need to catch some Z's. Yep.
Looks real comfy.
I'll see you when I wake up, okay? Nazis out there we gotta deal with.
Huh. Guys, don't tell anyone, but I think I found it. The famed forbidden toilet roll of toilet paper. Well, anyways. Hope you have a good time, Wyatt. Okay. Now it's a proper first-person shooter. It's got flushable toilets. Now, can we break the toilet though? No, it doesn't look like it. I mean... Oh. Ah. Okay, a little lower? Yeah, there we go. I wonder... how many knives can the game render? Nope, I think one of them actually already despawned. Ah, okay then. Those are the sparks making that stuff flash. Can I... Nope, I guess I can't pull out the laser Kraftwerk to cut this chain here. But... Oh, I can engage in some retro gaming.
Dreaming. Strange dreams. The killing never stops. Till I die.
Mein Leben! Kind of a bummer, but I think... wait. Okay, this game doesn't have a map, interesting. Unlike, I think unlike, Old Blood, it doesn't have a map screen. But yeah, I was kind of about to say that it looks like, they're just using the same levels there for these nightmare levels that they did in Old Blood, which is a bit of a bummer, or maybe it's just the first one. I mean, it's honestly kind of hard to tell, but I think this one looks very similar. Like the layout feels familiar. Yikes. Didn't I have like a bunch of health just a few moments ago? Yikes. Okay, let's... Oh no! Wait, I can't just replay this? Aww. Oh no. Guess I'll have to come back here later. Or is there like... I was kind of wondering if there was a way to replay that from, like, from some sort of menu or something. Ah, and actually there is a map. There's just not... Ooh, haha. Aww. I mean, is this Carolyn's place?
This is turning into some kind of compulsion here.
Look, I'm just making sure. Ah. And the full computer. Okay. Okay. And now I am where exactly? Huh. Not quite sure what any of this means. But I think we've okay, I guess I got myself a folder. But still, before I head over to Carolyn, I still want to look around here some more. Well. Or rather, I would... Just hiding out in here. Now how do we get out of... Ah, okay, so like that. Aww.
Nein, nein, nein. Okay. Schlaf, Kindlein, schlaf. Der Vater lobt dich ja. Die Mutter schürt das Bäumchen.
Uh-huh. Ah, okay, that's just where we came in, I think. And I guess I'm glad we could get the... we could get the folder without vandalizing Max's room. Because, you know, I feel like he probably wouldn't have liked that very much. So, just give me a second while I look around if there's like any more flushable toilets in here, or if maybe I can retry the whole nightmare thing. Or do I need to like get... Or is it like related to that? Nope. Was like kind of wondering if maybe I need to get like a certain number of bullseyes. But I guess not. Okay, fine. I'll go ahead and make some progress after like spending an hour in the hub area. What? No more glowing articles? No.
Much obliged, Captain Blazkowicz. You ready for an assignment? Friends and comrades, this is it. Project Whisper. It's been in development for years. A helicopter aircraft. The Nazis have found a way to make it virtually silent in flight and undetectable by means of radar. Anya has decrypted the Nazi chatter out of London and located the only 3 prototypes in existence at the London Nautica research facilities there. With Captain Blazkowicz on the team, we are finally strong enough to strike at their operations. The days of scurrying like rats are over. With these machines in our possession, we can go anywhere, hit anything. We will rebuild the Treehouse circle.
We're gonna steal Nazi Airwolf. Yes.
Death head for good. They think the war's over. That we are weak, beaten, don't have the guts to oppose them. And as always, they are wrong.
I've got a 14-hour drive. I've got a sinus infection. I haven't had a full night's sleep in 8 months. So let's go, people. Because I'm not doing this again.
Thank you for doing this, man.
Stop. I just want to get this over with.
Andi! Beruhig dich! Hanson! Die Papiere bitte. Danke. Sie können passieren. Herr Liter!
Oh, Hitler. Fucking Nazi twit. This big fucking disgrace of a building is a London Nautica. This used to be downtown London. Used to be fighting in the streets over here. I mean, furious, unrelenting resistance. And then the Nazis brought in the London Monitor and everything went to shit from there. They just do whatsoever they please now. They just fucking leveled everything and erected this fucking monstrosity. It's a top Nazi research facility, this is. Aviation, space, all
They
kinds of
even
evil
got
shit
the
transpiring.
British to drive on the right side of the road.
Over the radio tower by now, you see it. Anya's operating the radio back in Berlin. You can reach him using this. This is where you get off. So long, Blazkowicz.
See
Make this
ya.
count, all right?
Bobby? Oh. Well.
It's all up to you now, Blazkowicz. We are moving into position at the top of the radio tower, approximately 7 blocks from your location. You'll have to find a way to the top floor of the Nautica and open the hangar doors. That way me and the other pilots can get inside.
Okay, well, nice knowing you, Bobby. Not gonna lie, you were a bit of a dickhead, but I guess you were a very dedicated dickhead. And you probably had good reasons to be a dickhead, who knows? In any case, you certainly know how to make an entrance. Oh no. Can I crawl? Right, I probably need to slide under there, right? Oh. Okay, right. Well, since he's kind of caught up over there, maybe, yeah. Now we can go here away. And, Nope. Sounds like he's... Heh, gotcha, bitch. Well, looky here. It's a flying Nazi. Next stop, Venus, an exhibition about space and how we'll conquer it. Experience an extraordinary adventure and explore with us the mysterious planet of Venus, our next target, our next destination, our next goal. You don't have to tell me twice.
I want you to go to the far end of the reception area, through the large doorway, and into the moon dome. You'll do this race, Blazkowicz, and Bobby's death will not be in vain.
No sign of the London monitor. We might be okay, assuming we don't crash our hang gliders.
Ooh, hang gliders. Yeah, but not quite sure what the hell the London monitor actually is. I mean, that article we read in the headquarters didn't make it sound nice, but you know. Like, I mean, if it's bad by like Nazis in this game's Nazi standards, that's probably pretty bad. Donk. Like, I mean, since these are just your regular ass, like, this isn't like a Nazi super weapon, this is just a Nazi weapon in this game. And I guess I did kind of misunderstand the armor upgrade we got earlier, so instead of like giving us raising our maximum armor by 10%, it just I mean, I don't know if just is the right word here, but it raises our you know, the value of every pickup by 10%. Which honestly is probably easier. More useful, I mean. How many of the things do they have? Ouch. Okay. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have expected that to provide much in the way of cover. Fair enough. Okay, grenade, sure. Right. I still need to remember that this isn't Call of Duty and you can't have more than 2 weapons at any one time. Yeah, like... Fossil of new species discovered in Dorset. Lime rages. October 15, 1960. Dorset, affectionately known as Jurassic Coast, has been the focus of the scientific world community for the last months when the fossil of a new species of marine reptile was uncovered. Paleontologist Helmut Lehmann has been trying to find a way to recreate extinct animals for its suggested prehistoric zoo. These latest findings could be just what we've been looking for, said the professor when we met him at a local cafe this week. And if we can harness these animals correctly, they may be beneficial for our military too. Dinosaurs instead of tanks? We just have to wait to see. And as always, we're making news. Yeah. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff in here. Okay. God damn it. Right, probably need to move around more. Like, I do kind of spend a bit too much time just standing around getting shot. And it seems like the armed Nazis actually do have... like they can take a bit of fire before they go down. Like you suddenly notice the difference between these dudes and the guys that are just, you know, running around in their clothes. Yee! Nope. That's the weapon I wanted. But I think I got a bunch of them. Oh. Ah. And okay. Right. I see. Did I get him? Yep, looks like I got him. And it looks like I got him too. Aww. Coal miners happy with new labor rules. Birmingham, October 15, 1960. Representatives of the coal mine of Reichsgau, Britannien, announced today that they were very pleased with the new labor regulations suggested by the London office. These new regulations will ensure good working conditions while increasing the overall productivity of coal mining in the region, said Reichsstatthalter Neumann when interviewed. A group of coal miners in Birmingham confirmed their satisfaction with the new regulations this morning. It's good that our God. It's good that our leader it's good that our leaders think about our health, said father of two James Brixton. Things have really changed for the better since the war. Nope, I can't do like... Oh. Man. I mean... You know... Say what you want about death threats, but he's certainly, like, dripping with charisma. Like, I'm sure he's inspiring lots of people with that speech. Are you... Anything back here? No. And yeah, we already read that one. What's back here? Sure. Okay. Come on. Is it? Like, how the hell does lock picking work?
Inside the moon dome is a door to the maintenance section. Look for a door on the outer wall near to the top of the dome.
Okay. Well, okay, let's try that one again. I somehow... I'm not really putting in the most stellar performance here. Heh, get it? Because this entire place is about going to space. Okay, let's see.
Inside the moon dome is a door to the maintenance section. Look for a door on the outer wall near to the top of the dome.
Got ya, bitch. Okay, now that I've dealt with those annoying things, I think... yeah. Okay, der Mond. Step 1. A science exhibition. The moon. Man and science. Structure of a relationship on the moon. First meeting. Contact is made over controlled telephone line between Ilse and Klaus. There are plenty of mild fun activities to do. Have a delicious moon food dinner. Collect minerals. Photo safari. When you get to know each other, there are more adventurous activities to indulge in. Crater golf. Joyride moon car. Zero-G fun. When you decide to start a relationship, you have to fill out the correct paperwork, document G1, and then perform the written exam to determine if you are suitable. And finally you can apply to be a couple. That's... oh man, if only it was that easy to meet girls on the Earth. Also, are there any moon secrets down here? No, they're not. Are there any... are there any secrets inside the moon? Also not. Okay. Let's learn more about the moon. Daddy, can I take my dog to the moon? But of course, my child. Okay. Take your dog for a walk. In space! Ah. There's no enemies on the moon. In 1940, super concrete was developed. In 1944, Wilhelm von Schwarz built the first spaceship. In 1947, laser technology was discovered. In 1948, they shot the first ape into space. 1949, advanced robot technology. 1950, first man in space. Zero-G surfing was introduced. Ooh. 1951, first man on the moon. 1952, freeze-dried sauerkraut. 1953, the advanced zero-G. What's the greenhouse technology? 1954, first television satellite. 1955, die Käfer ride their superhit Mond, ja. 1956, first moon base. 1957, Dr. Gerhard Heim develops a new propulsion system. 1958, beginning of the construction of the Bridge of Gibraltar. 1959, Wolfram Mead, and 1960, moon colonization. Yes. Okay, there's the... Yeah. And let's see. Is there like... Let's see. I wanna kind of see something. Yikes. Ah. Okay, the thing about these catwalks is that they don't really provide much in the way of cover. Yeah. I guess the stuff about the mold all over the concrete is kind of explains why like it's so easy to shoot through it. Wrong button. Or rather right button, but not pressed long enough. Okay. I'm kind of using the pistol here because there's one of the conditions for upgrading it is killing people from cover with the handgun, but honestly it seems kind of counterintuitive to use this thing from cover. It's more like a run and gun kind of thing, honestly, it seems to me. But I guess it gets the job done. Okay. Where's everybody shooting from? Like, I mean, I've just been kind of dying all the time of Okay. There's one. I mean, not sure what good doing this is, but it feels very satisfying. Oh. Ouch. There. Okay, what else is there to know? Yeah, okay. I guess just keeps repeating the same 5 moon facts over and over again. Man, you'd think these guys would at least put a bit of, you know, variety in there. Science stuff. I know, this seems like a very appropriate use of all my ammunition. I guess I could be using the laser Kraftwerk. How do you change? Did I do it? Did I destroy the moon? thought there was going to be a funny line playing. But I guess not. Oh. Guess I just wasted my time and everybody else's. Oh well. Where are you? I can hear you, but I can't see you. Crime rate down in quarantine blocks. London, October 15, 1960. Police are seeing a trend of diminishing crime rate in London quarantine blocks. It is quite safe now for the denizens of quarantines to take a stroll down the street, said Police Chief Bruno Winkler. Murder cases are at a historic low. He added that the benevolent treatment of the citizens by the new regime has had a positive effect on the decent folk of the city. We are also seeing an increase in the number of reports filed on deviant behavior by both neighbors and family members alike.
Do you see the door to the maintenance section? It's in the star field, about halfway to the top of the dome. Can you find a way to reach it?
I see. But the one thing I do kind of wonder is, like, all these, like most of these news articles and so on, there's like, seems like there's only ever, like, German names in there. Like, you know, I would kind of expect them to... I mean, you know, obviously you don't want to be overthinking these things too much, but I would kind of expect them to be using, like, more of the local population in some form. You know, have, like, collaborators and stuff like that. Because obviously, I mean, plenty of people who aren't German also kind of were very much into the Nazi thing, and, you know, you'd expect, like, they could probably have, like, found, like, some kind of British fascists to run things over there, or at least give the interviews. Oh, hey, didn't see you there, boys. Did I get them? Some of them. Uh-huh. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you really shouldn't let yourself get distracted for like a couple of moments in this. Case in point. Yeah, chunky.
Hopefully the elevators haven't suffered any damage from the blast.
No, they look fine. They look great. Ugh. Four safety brakes.
Shooting the brakes off an elevator. There you go, Roma. Better stand on the counterweight.
Huh, what are the odds?
I think I found something.
What do you see?
Ancient artifacts. Highly technological in nature. Parchment. Looks like Hebrew. I think the Nazis are trying to reverse engineer all this stuff.
Are there any identifying marks?
Dot? You should. Dog, Abel, apostrophe. Abel, Tara, space, yoke, item, Charlie, Hal, Uncle Dog.
Might be something in our archives, Anya. See if you can find any references to Dot Yishud.
Will do. Be careful out there.
I like her, Blaskovitz. Good catch. Be sure to bring as much of this Dot Yishud stuff as you can carry.
Will do.
Huh. Ancient Jewish super science. I guess there was some kind of grand historic conspiracy after all. Very bold direction of these for this game to take the stance that the protocols of the Elders of Zion were kind of right, but hey. I guess I didn't see that one coming. So, props to them. Creating the Perfect Mind. Brüssel. October 10, 1960. As one of the key figures in computational science, Dr. Ernst Brandt was the inventor of the first AI system to be used in one of General Strasse's. Now his gaze is fixed on the next challenge, the creation of the smartest non-human intelligence in existence. There are many benefits for society if such an artificial being could be created, said the soft-spoken doctor to us when we met up with him last week in the Modern School of Computer Science in Brussels. Not least because it can help us automatize the process of determining who is a decent citizen and who is not. It is a tantalizing thought indeed, which is why General Strasse has granted Brandt an increased funding to his research project. Oi. Fucking Nazi computers, great. Any more ancient Jewish super goodies to pick up? Nope. Nope.
I think you're in the room that's blacked out on the blueprint. The door is reinforced with blast shields. You'll have to find another way out.
Nope. What is this? Ouch. A plan is starting to form.
One more. Right. Let's fire it up.
I love it when a plan comes together. And I love it when a game gives me a laser gun. So, anyone call for laser Kraftwerk? Yep. Okay. Is there like... Surely there's some kind of way to use this. I guess not. Just was figuring that there's gotta be a way to go up here other than to advance, you know, for like secret finding purposes or something. But I guess it isn't. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there's stuff up there. Oh well. Maybe we can get there once we've... Okay.
About 2 floors up is an access leading directly into the hangar.
Is there like any actual reason to be doing this? Other than satisfaction? Which, now that I think about it, does there need to be...
Project Whisper helicopter prototypes are left.
Like, I don't know. I feel like just one time I would like to find some Nazi treasure that doesn't have a swastika printed on it. I mean, just for variety. Like, I know about branding, but come on, you can overdo it.
There's my helicopters. That's destined engineering. That's your bottom dollar, it is.
Okay, we've got 2 generals. We've got some big giant Nazi robots. Let's see. Yeah. That one did the trick. And I've got ammo for my silenced pistol. Now these officers are fucked. Let's just not turn around, okay? Yeah, that sounds angry. No. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Ah. Got one of them. Ah. Okay, so I can mount those, but I can't detach them. Which is a bit of a bummer. And now, yeah, that looks like I should be able to get a... Yeah. Ow. Shit. Okay. Ah, now I gotta do the whole thing again. That's a bit of a bummer. Oh well. Ooh. Okay, now we're talking. And for some reason I can dual wield sniper rifles, because why the hell shouldn't I be able to do that? I mean, what am I supposed to do? Not dual wield sniper rifles? Let's not be absurd here, okay? Let's see. Ah, bummer. Ah. Ah, shit. Okay. Jeez, this one's a tough one.
There's my helicopters. Let's test that engineer. That's your bottom dollar,
Okay, I guess. fair enough. You know, with that, raising the alarm, but still felt kind of worth it. But I guess at least the upgrades, I've still got the upgrades for this thing. BJ, please. Ah. I wonder, is there any actual reason to take out the commanders? I mean, prioritize taking them out, rather? No, it doesn't seem like they called in any more reinforcements than would have turned up anyways. Okay, so I got one of them. Okay, ammo, some armor. Some grenades, sure, I don't mind those. Okay, so that's the big guys that with. Ah, shit. Missed him. Kind of missed my window, I guess. Well, one guy down. About 1 billion more to go. Okay. Got some more guys. Try not to get caught between places. Try not to get myself flanked. Okay. Ouch. Okay, that's some less dudes. Ouch. Okay. Oh, oh, bother. I think that's what we in the business like to call a bit of a problem. Where is there? Are there health pickups left? Or did I greedily gobble them up all? What? What are you saying, sir? Think I got some hits in? Okay, he's there. I wonder, can I use the grin? Does he have some kind of EMP protection? Nope. That one still works. Ah. Let's see. Okay, that's... Ah, shit. Jesus Christ, this dude is loud. Ah, that did the trick.
Nazi's dead. Nazi robot's dead. Broke all your shit. Helicopter secured.
Yeah, I guess that sums it up. Let's pick our way through the wreckage and then move on. Onwards to victory.
There's a control room on the upper level. From there, you can open the hangar.
Okay, let's head upstairs, and I think I'll probably call it a night finish, because, as I've mentioned before, I'm kind of very sleepy today. And I need to get up fairly early tomorrow. Gibraltar Bridge opened. Madrid, October 3rd, 1957. The biggest bridge ever built was finally inaugurated yesterday evening in front of a gathered crowd of top Nazi politicians as well as specially invited upstanding citizens in the area. The honor of cutting the ribbon went of course to our beloved leader, who was flown in from Berlin this morning and made a short but powerful speech afterwards in front of the impressive construction crossing the Gibraltar Strait. I was moved to tears, said Wilma, a local shop owner. He has such a way with words. She wasn't the only one moved to tears. Günther Grünwald, head engineer of the project, received a special thanks from our leader. I'm speechless, said Grünwald afterwards. I don't know what to say. Man, just imagine. Nein! Ow.
No. Klaus! Klaus, are you alright? Are you okay, mister? Nothing broken. Gosh, dang it, Klaus! Be more careful, alright? I can't have you dying on me. Captain, pick up Caroline. Put her in the pilot seat of the last helicopter.
Alright, I could actually hit the right button. Sorry about that, Caroline. I'm sometimes... You know me, I'm sometimes very stupid. It's part of my big charm.
DJ, carry me to the pilot seat in the last helicopter. My hero.
Aww. Well, let's hope this goes better than the section in Call of Duty Modern Warfare where you have to carry a pilot around.
All aboard!
How did you survive? I thought you were dead.
Don't remember much. Remember punching Hans Gross in the face. Remember ascending into the sky. For moments there I thought I was going to heaven. Then falling, then pain. First pain of my life. Felt like my insides were running out through my back. Could barely move. Had to crawl. They found me after 3 days in a ditch. Long months in a Kreisauer hospital bed. They were shoving tubes in me. Infection. These things I don't want to remember.
I'm sorry about your legs.
Don't be. I've learned how to fly. Yes, they will. Trust me.
No way, no way, no way!
Yes way, yes way, yes way.
Have you finished complaining?
For now, this is top priority. What is the dot ye should? How can we get in contact with them? Anya, what do we know?
Very little, but I have some ideas.
Good. Anya, you take the lead on this. Blaskovich, whatever she needs, you help her find it, yeah?
William, I could use your help. Could you come over here for a second?
1 second. Anyways, I think now that we finally got some cool new helicopters that can also, I guess, dive and be extra stealthy and maybe become submarines or transform into something else. Anyways, now our No Nazis Allowed clubhouse has gotten even cooler, and I think that's probably a good time to call it a day. Let's just check if there's any cool news around. Can I? Yeah, I can build another one of those. Neat. And I guess there's one. London Nautica bombed by terrorists. London, October 16, 1960. A suicide bomber detonated explosives packed into the trunk of a small car at the entrance to the London Nautica Research Center early yesterday morning, killing dozens of employees working at the facility and injuring hundreds. Officials say it's the first attack they've had in London for years, and it comes just months after the anniversary of the August uprising, where scores of degenerates tried to cast the upstanding citizens of the city into anarchy and mayhem. Well, that's us. But I'm not actually going to be reading Bobby's letter. I am going to call it a night, and we'll see all the cool lore next time. See you then. Oh yeah. Well, next time's probably not going to be Tuesday because I've kind of got a thing then, but Wednesday? Probably, hopefully, who knows. Yeah, probably Wednesday. Catch you then, bye.